Imagine you are cruising down the highway in your heavy-duty truck, and suddenly the engine starts coughing like it has a bad cold, or worse yet, it just dies on you in the middle of a busy intersection. This is exactly what can happen when you are hit with the trouble code P2269, which points to a water in fuel sensor condition. This generic code can show up on almost any modern vehicle in America, from a Ford F-150 to a Dodge Ram or even a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Your vehicle relies on a water in fuel sensor, or what some experts call a fuel composition circuit, to keep a very close eye on the liquid going into your engine. Its main job is to make sure that things like ethanol or water do not exceed a safe percentage, because your engine is built to run on clean fuel and not a cocktail of contaminants. This sensor also measures the fuel temperature and sends that data to the powertrain control module as a voltage pulse width, so the computer can adjust your engine timing for the best possible performance and fuel economy across every mile you drive. When the computer sees that the water levels are too high, it triggers this code and turns on your check engine light, or even a specific water in fuel warning light on your dashboard. The severity of this can range from a simple warning light to a complete engine failure if you do not act fast to protect your motor. You might notice your engine misfiring severely, or you might see your fuel economy drop off a cliff as the engine struggles to burn the bad mix. The most common causes are simply getting a bad batch of contaminated fuel from a gas station, or having a worn-out fuel filter that can no longer do its job of separating liquids. To start troubleshooting, you should look at your vehicle maintenance records to see the last time you swapped that fuel filter. A quick and easy way to check for yourself is the glass jar test, where you take a sample of fuel from the drain valve and let it sit for a few minutes. Since water is heavier than gasoline or diesel, you will see it separate and settle at the bottom of the jar as a clear, distinct layer. If you see that line of water, you have found your problem, and you need to drain the system. More advanced users might use an oscilloscope to check the frequency signals from the sensor, which usually range from 50 to 150 Hz. If you find water, the fix is usually as simple as draining the tank and replacing the fuel filter with a high-quality unit. However, if you are not comfortable working with high-pressure fuel lines or dropping a gas tank, you should definitely take your vehicle to a professional shop. Ignoring this could lead to permanent damage to your fuel injectors or other expensive internal engine parts that could cost you thousands of dollars in the long run. That is all for today. Keep your fuel clean and your engine happy so you can stay on the road.